Local police have taken a kilo of fentanyl off the streets.
A cold night ahead, but warmer weather is on the way to East Alabama. We'll have the complete weather forecast for all of East Alabama coming up.
Coming up in sports, we have the recap stats and scores from basketball and wrestling from East Alabama last night. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Stedham.
Oxford Police Chief Bill Partridge has announced on social media that his department's Special Investigations Unit, working with other local agencies, has been able to take a kilo of fentanyl off the streets and prevent the illegal drug from impacting East Alabama communities. Partridge says Oxford police were assisted in the investigation by the Pell City Police Department, the Drug Enforcement Agency, DEA, and the Calhoun-Cleburne Metro Crime Unit.
The St. Clair County Sheriff's Office has arrested a Pinson man and charged him with auto theft and leaving the scene of an accident in connection with Monday's theft of a patrol vehicle and the resulting crash on I-20. The Talladega Daily Home reports that 42-year-old Anthony Hassler was taken into custody by deputies Monday night. The sheriff's office reported that a deputy's patrol vehicle was stolen Monday from a Moody deputy's residence in the early morning hours and was later involved in a wreck along Interstate 20 near the Alabama 144 exit. A Birmingham man was reportedly injured in the wreck, and Hassler is being held without bond.
When we return, a new scholarship opportunity is being made available for students in Jacksonville.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Jacksonville High School seniors have a new scholarship opportunity. The city of Jacksonville announced this week an essay-based scholarship in the amount of $500 for Black History Month, which begins Thursday. Participants are asked to pinpoint an ongoing practice that violates American civil rights and propose a legislative solution for that problem. Essays must be turned in to the Jacksonville Community Center or the Jacksonville Public Library by February 10th to be eligible for this award. The winner will be recognized February 18th at the city's Black History Month program, which will be held at the Jacksonville Community Center.
When we return, road work planned for Friday may force motorists to change some local travel plans.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Officials with the Mountain Longleaf National Wildlife Refuge announced today that they will be closing Bains Gap Road on Friday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. The closure will allow time for road maintenance as well as preparations for an upcoming prescribed burn in that part of the refuge. We made it. Last day of January, one whole entire month down in 2024.
The coldest month quite often, and the one with a lot of snow in it and that kind of thing. Things are looking better.
They are. Today was beautiful.
It really was nice.
I wonder.
Still a little bit chilly.
Oh, yeah. For me and you, for sure.
Yeah,
Wonder what our...
For somebody else, too.
Who?
The gentleman you're about to introduce.
That's John Holder. He joins us now in the EAN Weather Center. John?
Mike and Katie, I don't like cold weather. If you don't like cold weather, then we've got some good news for you. Some warmer temperatures are on the way to East Alabama for the end of the work week and the weekend. We'll have the complete forecast next.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
Well, after the Clipper system came through and brought us some rain last night, we promised you some cooler temperatures today, and that is exactly what happened. Temperatures back down below average by a couple of degrees, 54 for the high, after a morning low this morning of 40 degrees. Record high temperature 76, and the record low temperature again was at 1966 when it dropped down to 8 degrees. We're adding a couple of days onto the daylight and daytime. I don't even know what I'm going to say. Let me just start that whole thing over.
We're adding days.
Yeah. Golly. I'm going to be like the lady weather forecaster in our area who, is going to add on an hour to the sunset time in a day. All right. Well, we promised you a cooler day across East Alabama after the Clipper system brought a reinforcing shot of cooler air in the wake of the rain last night. And today we were a couple of degrees below the average, 54 for the high today after a morning low of 40. Record high temperatures 76, the record low again back in 1966 at 8 degrees. And we're adding a couple of minutes again to the daylight hours here in East Alabama with the sun rising now tomorrow morning at 6:40. Look at that sunset time, 5:13 this afternoon. It's time for weather on your street, and on this Wednesday night, it is going to be crystal clear all across East Alabama. Church Street in Piedmont tonight, clear and cold, dropping down to 28 degrees in Piedmont and all the rest of East Alabama. Coming up tomorrow, though, the weather starts improving drastically for the next several days. We're warming up tomorrow on Warren Drive out in the Buckhorn area of Weaver. We are going to touch 60 degrees tomorrow afternoon with plenty of sunshine. A nice beginning to the month of February here in East Alabama. And as we look ahead to the start of the weekend on Friday, it'll be Groundhog Day coming up on Friday. Sunny and mild, Grayton Road in Ohatchee. Temperatures well into the 60s coming up on Friday. Going to be one of the best days we've had so far in this short year of 2024 so far. Enjoy the day coming up on Friday. 7-day forecast promises us a couple of nice days coming up, not only tomorrow, but then we've got 64 on Friday, 66 for the high on Saturday with plenty of sunshine. I think we'll have a touch of spring fever out there with folks by Saturday afternoon. Mornings will still be cold. After the cold morning tomorrow morning at 28, we're in the 30s. We're in the 40s by Sunday morning. Our next chance of rain coming really overnight Saturday night after midnight, a small chance of rain, but the best chance will be on Sunday during the day. Going to be rainy as you head out to church and Sunday school, probably lasting into Sunday night, and maybe even a shower in the forecast in the early part of the day on Monday as you head out to work and school. About a 1 in 3 chance of a shower, highs in the 50s. But again, we don't see any extremely cold weather coming. By early next week, we're back in the upper 50s and low 60s. Nighttime temperatures in the 30s and 40s. But again, we just don't see any extreme cold or wintry precipitation coming as we get into the early part of February here in East Alabama. We wanted to show you the low temperatures tonight across the region because we believe that these are going to be the coldest temperatures that we're going to see for quite some time. We're looking at upper 20s, 27 in Gadsden, 28 as we said here in Anniston. Got some upper 20s in northwest Alabama, 30s in the Birmingham-Tuscaloosa corridor. And as you get down into South Alabama, even temperatures in the 30s. But again, we think for at least 10 days, maybe even 2 weeks, getting us into the middle of February, that this will probably be the coldest night that we are going to see for the foreseeable future. So if you like cold weather, enjoy tonight. If you like warm weather, better news coming up. I'll be back with you tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. for the breakfast forecast for all of East Alabama as we'll continue to detail the warmer weather that's on the way. And right now, more great high school basketball is getting to the end of the regular season, and Namath Pitts is on top of all the local action right now in sports. Namath?
Thanks, John. Kedrick Fisher's heroics lifted the Jacksonville boys over Plainview. Daniel Williams powered White Plains boys past Lincoln. LaJuan Curry shot Sachs boys past Faith Christian. Jesse Ganaway and Noah Lee gave JCA big performances. And then Cleburne County and Spring Hardin got wins at home. We have the full recap from last night. Jacob Welch led the Panthers with 19 points. Cole Bailey added 12 and Connor Bates 11. Spring Garden held Donahoe to 15 second half points as Spring Garden honored 5 seniors between games. The group included Bailey, Matt Bearden, Caden Budrum, Chapel Pope, and Henry Cheney. Sam Johnson led Donahoe with 13 points and Jordan Cameron added 11 as Spring Garden boys won 54-38. Kedrick Fisher's shot in the lane as time expired lifted the Jacksonville Golden Eagles to a 52-50 victory at Plainview last night. The Class 4A third-ranked Golden Eagles, who are now 23-6 on the season, prevailed against Class 3A's fourth-ranked team for the second time this season. They beat Plainview 67-63 back on November 21st. Jacksonville last night forced 21 Plainview turnovers, 14 coming on Jacksonville steals. Kedrick Fisher finished with 8 points and 3 steals. Jacksonville's other top performers were Devin Barksdale 14 points, Aaron Nixon 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, and Ben Pridgeton 4 points, 6 rebounds as Jacksonville boys won 52-50. Daniel Williams' late season surge continued last night with 22 points, all in the first 3 quarters, and Class 4A's second-ranked White Plains team improved to 21-8 on the season. Daniel Williams hit 1 3-pointer, and the Wildcats' other top performers were Josh Wheeler 12 points, Paul Lobby 12 points, and Cam Allman 10 points. Lincoln's top performers were Trip Ward with 20 points and Braden Kelly 12 points as White Plains boys won 80-54. At Faith Christian, LaJuan Curry hit 4 3-pointers on the way to 15 points. Faith Christian marked senior night honoring Joseph Carroll, Carson Harris, Eli Robinson, and Will Smith. Not the celebrity, the basketball player. They celebrated them last night, and they also celebrated Allie Folsom and Hannah Hubbard on the girls' team. Sachs, though, would win. Their top performers were Joshua Todd with 13 points and Christian Hall with 11 points. For Faith Christian on senior night, Connor Richardshagen added 13 points, Robinson 11 points, Harris 6 points, and Carroll 6 points as Sachs boys won 52-48. Jesse Ganaway was busy last night, running up 37 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 steals. Jacksonville Christian Academy's other top performer was Noah Lee with 16 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals as the Jacksonville Christian Thunder won 67-56. Cade Schubert led Cleburne County with 8 points. Cy Altman and Lyric Ware and Gray Freeman all had 7 points apiece as Cleburne County won at home against Randolph County 50-49. Brody Barnwell and Noah Johnson had 5 points apiece for Pleasant Valley. Each of them hit a 3-pointer, but it would not be enough as Pleasant Valley came up short against Asheville as the Asheville boys won 59-26. Ace Austin's night against Oxford last night was summed up in 2 moments. One that left the Spring Garden nearly packed gym silent, and one that prompted a relief roar. When the aftermath of the Alabama's commit scary collision with Oxford's Jamia Gaston, she fell on her back. Austin wore a wrapping on her left wrist and lived to tell a smile on her face the rest of the night. And that was because senior teammates Chloe Rule and Libby Brown carried senior night for the Panthers. The Class 1A top-ranked Spring Garden Panthers won 66-38 to sweep its annual home-and-home with Class 6A Oxford. Chloe Rule, Spring Garden center, scored 12 of her 20 points in the second quarter. Brown, another key cog in the Panthers' hopes of winning back-to-back state titles, hit 6 3-pointers on the way to 22 points. Add Maggie Jarrett's 14 points, including 3 3-pointers, and Spring Garden had plenty to roll on a night when Ace Austin only scored 10 points. She finished with 10 points, which was an off night by her average, in her latest battle with Zayana Whitfield, a senior and 2-time All-State selection, who scored 18 points for Oxford. Spring Garden girls win 66-38. Alexis Phillips led Jacksonville with 11 points. She also had 4 rebounds and 2 steals. Jacksonville's other top performers were Lainey Lozano 9 points, Deasia Prothro 8 points, 6 rebounds, and J.C. Taylor 8 points, but it was not enough though as Plainview rolled past Jacksonville 70-44. And then Aubrey Machen scored a game-high 35 points with 3 3-pointers to lead the Lincoln Golden Bear ladies to victory. She scored 14 of Lincoln's 23 points in the fourth quarter, as the Golden Bears' other top performer was Faith Robinson with 10 points. For White Plains, their top performers were Cooper Martin 20 points and Addie Bradley 16 points, as the Lincoln Golden Bear ladies won 59-52. Yesterday was the final time that some local wrestlers took the mat in their home gym. Alexandria hosted Oxford and honored their teachers for a Teachers Appreciation Night. Welborn hosted an in-school tri-duel against Alabama School for the Blind and White Plains. We have the results from wrestling right here in East Alabama from last night. Alexandria wrestled at home for the last time last night when they hosted Oxford. Alexandria celebrated Teacher Appreciation Night, you see the teachers right there, by having the teachers sit courtside next to the mat. Alexandria made the most of Teacher Appreciation Night and made the most of their final home duel as they beat Rusty Mayfield in the Oxford Yellow Jackets 48-27. Ben Carroll and the Welborn Panthers wrestled at home yesterday during school as they hosted Alabama School for the Blind and White Plains. Welborn swept the day, beating White Plains 39-31 and beating Alabama School for the Blind 51-12. In the other duel, White Plains beat Alabama School for the Blind 60-24. That's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for the update, Namath, and thank you for watching today.
You can find us here online every weekday on YouTube, Instagram, or our website. We're in the process of merging EAN News with East Alabama Now on Facebook, so you can watch our news, sports, and weather content whenever it's convenient for you.
We'll see you back here Thursday for your news on your schedule.